If you need unlimited domination, clutch time, or anything else online or offline grinding, make sure you hit up RoseNBA on Twitter for quick, safe, and reliable grinding services. Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be ranking the top 10 best shooting guards in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Help me push towards the 8,000 subscriber mark on the channel, uploading every single day, multiple videos a day. I would really appreciate your support if you haven't already. If you do subscribe for daily awesome MyTEAM content. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. I'm not including any trophy case players on this list because I don't think very many of the trophy case shooting guards, in all honesty, are being locked in very often. I haven't seen barely any Richard Jeffersons, Richard Hamiltons, Kyle Korvers, guys like that. I'm just not seeing shooting guard trophy case players out in the streets of Unlimited and things like that in people's teams, just in any mode online. So I don't think they're very prevalent, so I don't feel like they need to take up space in these lineups. But I will say Richard Jefferson, Richard Hamilton, and Kyle Korver all would have top 10, maybe even top 5 spots on this list, and are all great cards if you do have them, so definitely no problems with those guys. Really just trying to include trophy case players that are super commonly found, and I don't think those guys are in that group right now. But at number 10, we have Zach LaVine, a card that I do think is honestly quite good. I feel like he's very, very solid all the way around. He can score, especially offensively, at a very high level. 87 speed and excel, acceptable perimeter defensive stats, an 88 shot 3 and a 95 driving dunk. Really good finishing and shooting badges, although no limitless range and no bully. Playmaking wise, he's pretty good. Bronze handles for days could be a little better, but we'll take it. Defensively is obviously where he's going to struggle. No clamps, no glove, no interceptor, really low interior and a block. Very, very good release. SIGs are not incredible, I wouldn't say, but I do like his release a ton. Like I said, doesn't have elite size either. He struggles defensively. He struggles with his size, and he doesn't have incredible movement, although I will say his SIGs are not bad. Does move decently well, especially in the half court. I would say LaVine, amazing offensive card, just very poor defensively, and that is enough, especially with the shooting guard position being very strong, to hold him back to number 10. At number 9, we got Jason Richardson, another card that I do think is honestly quite good. I think he's very, very solid. You could make an argument for him higher than this on this list. He's got better interior defensive block than Zach, better defensive stats than Zach. Still no clamps, glove, or interceptor, but an 89 shot 3, 97 driving dunk, 89 speed and excel. Honestly, very similar to LaVine in a lot of ways. Elite slasher, solid playmaking badges, really good shooting and finishing badges. Does have silver bully, which is nice. No limitless range still though. So in a very similar card to Zach, to be honest. Statistically is a little bit better. Movement wise, not quite as good. His release, I would say, is very similar though. Also a very, very good release. So a little bit better defender, a little bit better size, not quite as good movement. I just think he's slightly better at that shooting guard position, just by a small bit. So for me, he comes in at number 9. At number 8, we're going with this Benedict Mathurin, who has legitimately one of the best couple shots that I've used all year. I feel like it's as close to base 3 as we've seen in 2K23. Gold limitless takeoff, posterizer, half fast twitch, half catch and shoot, silver corner or gold corner special screen machine, silver claymore, guard up. No limitless range still, but I can live without that badge. Gold quick first step. Got a few good defensive badges. Still no clamps, glove, or interceptor, but he's got more on the defensive end, which is nice. 89 speed and excel, and 84 shot 3, 90 driving dunk, and acceptable defensive stats. Statistically, probably not quite as good as the two guys above him. Badge wise is pretty darn close. I love his release though. It's really one of the best releases I've used all year, and his SIGs are quite solid as well. His release really is what takes this card over the edge, as well as the fact that he's got a little bit more size than those other guys as well. Slightly better defender than these two probably as well. I think Ben Mathurin deserves his spot at number 8. At number 7, we're going with, in my opinion, the best budget shooting guard in the game, which is Danny Green. This Danny Green is a monster. Elite 3-and-D card, not very fast, not an elite slasher, but a knockdown shooter and an elite all-around defender, even on the interior. Really good gold defensive badges. Shooting badges are also really nice. Bronze limitless range is helpful. Can get the quick first step badge if you want to use him as a little bit more of a playmaker. And he has pretty decent SIGs. MJ dribble style, Steph behind the back are both really, really good, and an elite release as well. One of the best 3-and-D cards in the game. This is the perfect budget shooting guard, and I think because of his ability to play D and knock down the 3 at such a high level, he comes in at number 7. At number 6, we got Victor Oladipo. A guy who, in all honesty, I feel like has flown under the radar for a lot of people since he came out, but is a very, very good, very great, just a great all-around card. Great wingspan. Height is not amazing, but 90 speed and excel, 87 shot 3, 95 driving dunk, 91 perimeter, 92 lateral. Defensive stats on the interior are not amazing, but Hoff guard up is a great badge. Fast twitch as well is really, really good. No bully or limitless range, but still lots of good shooting badges, playmaking badges, including handles for days, clamp breaker, and ankle breaker on gold. His quick first step can be upgraded to gold, and really, really good defensive badges as well, including silver interceptor interceptor, silver glove, gold clamps, pick dodger, challenger, ankle braces, menace, etc. So he is a very, very good perimeter defender, a great slasher, a knockdown shooter with good shooting badges, and has a nice release as well. Movement is not amazing, but he is honestly, I would say, kind of similar to guys like Levine and J-Rich in terms of the fact that he's a great slasher with a good release, but he plays a lot of defense as well. So I feel like he is a very complete, very, very good shooting guard and deserves his spot in the top 6. At number 5, we take a bit of a step up to Pink Diamond Dominique Wilkins, who came out literally when the game came out on day 1, but is an amazing card regardless. 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan, 90 speed and excel, and 83 shot 3, 95 driving dunk, really solid perimeter defensive stats. Pretty good on the interior as well. Gold handles for days, quick first step can be upgraded, comes with a lot of solid shooting badges, can get the Claymore badge, which is a good badge, elite finisher, and a capable all-around defender. No glove or interceptor, but silver clamp, silver chase down, gold pick dodger, off-ball pest, pogo stick, good defensive badges, 6'7" at shooting guard is great size. He's got a pretty good release. Ray Allen base is great. I would say the Dominique upper isn't great, and that hurts the release a little bit, but it is still smooth and easy to green. Another guy who doesn't have great SIGs, but outside of the SIGs, he doesn't really do much poorly on the basketball court. A really complete, really good shooting guard at number 5. At number 4, we're taking another step up to the top tier of shooting guards, and that's going to include Vince Carter. I think Vince is one of the best offensive cards in the game, period. Maybe the best slasher in the game as well. Like in terms of his finishing, he finishes at such an elite level. 90 speed and excel is really good. An 88 shot 3 with an absolutely money release. 97 driving dunk, really capable defender statistically. Unfortunately, the defensive badges do hurt him a bit. No clamps, no glove, no interceptor, which would probably put him lower on the list if he wasn't so good as a shooter and even as a playmaker with capable dribble SIGs as well. And then obviously an incredible slasher, a super smooth, easy to green release. MJ dribble style, Kobe escape are both really, really good SIGs as well. He moves very well in the half court and is an unstoppable slasher as well. He's so good offensively and has capable defensive stats with decent size that it makes up for the fact that he's missing a few of those key defensive badges, and he does still deserve his top 4 spot on this list. At number 3, we're starting to get to the guys who can really do it all, and that is Andre Iguodala at number 3, a card who I hope you grinded for because he was free. It took a while to get him if you didn't get lucky with RNG, but he's an absolute dog. Some of the best defensive stats you'll see in the game right now. Great interior defender as well. Half clamps, half menace, half limitless takeoff, elite slasher. Really good shooter as well. Can get the guard up badge, can get Claymore. Already comes with good playmaking badges. Quick first step can be upgraded to gold. Defensive stats are really, really good, and badges are really, really good as well. A nice smooth release and then MJ dribble style. Kobe escape again gives him the ability to move pretty well in the half court as well. So Iggy's an absolute monster, one of the best defensive cards in the game with a knockdown jumper and an elite slasher as well. Iggy is a beast at the shooting guard position. At number 2, we're going with Michael Jordan, and I think a lot of y'all may have expected MJ to be number 1, but I don't quite have him at that number 1 spot. Despite that, I still think he is an amazing card at the shooting guard position. Very expensive, probably not worth his price, but still an exceptional elite tier card. 95 speed and excel is incredible. 90 speed ball is really good. 95 driving dunk, 94 perimeter, 93 lateral. The interior defensive stats are pretty solid as well. Again, half clamps, can get ankle braces if you want to add that to him. No limitless range is annoying. No bully either, but he can still get catch and shoot, Claymore, guard up. I would add all 3 of those shooting badges to him. And he's got a smooth, pretty easy to green, actually very easy to green release. I wouldn't say it's crazy fast, but it's super easy to green. And MJ moves really, really well this year. Gets to the rim at will and slashes at an incredibly high level. One of the few guys in the game that I think can rival Vince as a slasher, coupling that with being one of the best defensive cards on the perimeter in the game as well, and a butter release as well as the ability to shot create. I think MJ is a monster. But at number 1, we got Jaylen Brown, who is the most complete and in my opinion the best shooting guard in my team right now. Not only does he have good size at 6'6" with a nice 6'11" wingspan, 4 out of 5 hot spots, 3 hops which include limitless takeoff, corner specialist, and pogo stick, but you can add any badge to this card, which means you can give him half bully, or not half bully, you can give him gold bully, or I guess half if you had it, but I wouldn't recommend that. But you can give him gold bully, gold limitless range, upgrade all of his silver badges and bronze badges to gold. Add other badges like bailout if you want to as well, unpluckable, anchor, things like that. His defensive stats are already quite good. He's got great speed, great shooting ability, and great dunking ability, but the badges and being able to get any badge and get all of his badges upgraded at least to gold or even to Hall of Fame if you have the Hall of Fame badges really is what takes him to that next level. Got an absolutely smooth butter release, very similar to base 75 in previous years, which was that Jaylen Brown, Siakam, Brandon Ingram type release. It was a very solid release, and then has great SIGs as well. MJ dribble style, step behind the back, pro escape is very, very good as well. Pro size up isn't incredible, but overall, Jaylen Brown, absolute beast, most complete shooting guard in the game, and in my opinion, the best. So this is my list of the top 10 shooting guards in my team right now. Let me know what you think of my list down in the comment section down below, who I maybe have too high, too low, or somewhere in between, or maybe left off the list that you would like to know my thoughts on. Feel free to leave a comment about all those things below, and if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.